I'm sorry I derailed.
It's
Let's
okay.
Start over. Let's start over. Because then I started thinking, like, why didn't Weird Al do a parody of Don Henley's Dirty Laundry, and it's just actually about dirty laundry?
That's perfect. That's such a good idea. Yeah,
exactly. That's it writes itself.
Maybe he wanted a challenge. I don't know. Whatever he likes. I mean, I don't know. He sits down at his concerts, so. But anyways,
what does that mean? Hold on. What does that mean? Are you less of a musician if you sit down at your concerts when you're performing?
No, but I would expect for a name as big as his, there'd be a little bit more emphasis on showmanship.
Well, how old is he now? Like 60?
So you've seen Iron Maiden live? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I watched Rob Halford at he's like 78 years old, still ride out on that motorcycle.
Well, that's true, but he's also fat, so he rides out of it, and then he just sits on the motorcycle acting like he's like whipping his own ass the whole time with like riding crop. So it's not like he's like doing backflips off the motorcycle.
But it's something. It's better than just sitting there playing the accordion.
Okay, I got you.
But anyways, I was talking to Josh, and I was like, you know what? We've got some ideas on what the best games are of all time. And Polygon has some ideas. And everyone, they think of IGN, as like the go-to awful take like media outlet for games.
100%.
Yeah. I wanted to mix it up. Because I've got beef with Polygon. I don't know about anyone else.
Oh,
I do.
You know what? I'll ride and die with you. I got beef with him too. If you got beef with him,
hell yeah, we stick together. But I don't know. Let's see how it goes with this list, because it might be something. We're gonna be in for a ride. I can tell you that.
I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Yeah, and who's Marvel and who's Capcom? I guess I'm Capcom, huh? You're gonna do that.
You have to be Capcom.
Yeah.
You have to be Capcom.
Man.
If
all right.
I said I was Capcom, you would have hit me with the objection. Like, damn.
Yeah.
You got it, bro. You got it.
All right. Let's get into it. Clearly, we can see 26 and 27, but
yeah, whatever.
Number 25. Whoa.
Okay. That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't think I disagree with this. I don't know if it would it would definitely be in like the upper, and for context, this is taken from a list of like the best 500 games of all time. So taking that into consideration, honestly, I feel like this is fair. This isn't a bad spot,
I feel like you're correct. I feel like it could be higher, but just a little bit higher. Out of every single game in the history of the world, there's better Metal Gears out there.
Yeah.
But I think maybe the influence, or maybe at the time period that this came out and what it did to the people playing it for the first time was such an impact that it has to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's iffy.
Yeah, we definitely wouldn't have stealth games today without it, like it says. And it did so much. But yeah, I think it's a solid pick.
And without Metal Gear Solid, we wouldn't have Ego Raptor. If you think about it.
Man.
If you think about it, we wouldn't have Aaron Hansen and Game Grumps without Metal Gear Solid.
You are trying to pull out the worst in me right now. I always think about in that cartoon where like the raven comes off of Vulcan Raven's head and says the N-word. And how he was scared to like meet black people in real life because of that, or something like that.
Just think about that. That whole entire dynasty that is the Game Grumps only exists
Yes.
because of Metal Gear.
Yes, only because of Metal Gear. Anything else, just Metal Gear.
Those awesome videos, like the Metal Gear ones, were such a big impact that, like, yeah, you could talk about what the Trauma Center Under the Knife video he made. Like, no one's talking about that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah, you're right.
What's number 24?
24. Whoa. Hurt me more, Snake. Dwarf Fortress. Okay. I
don't know what that is, and I feel like if I don't know what the game is, I'm a pretty big gamist. I'm like the Game Boy.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, if I've never heard of your fucking game, why is it 24 out of the whole world?
Well, it's not like a game like you buy. It's like a guy, he's like this. I have a friend who loves Dwarf Fortress. And it's
that sounds like a hentai.
it's like it's an ASCII game. It's all like in ASCII and stuff, things that like represent like items and like objects and stuff, but like it randomly generates this huge world that has like intricate systems and like actual like real consequences for things. And it's all made by one dude, and it's literally just like a persistent world that you can just like do things with. Yeah, I haven't played it myself, but I know it's like
there's never been a single good game made by just one guy in the history of the world.
Okay. Yeah.
One guy had too much time on his hands. You could say the same thing as like what, Undertale?
That's why you hate
Undertale's a good game.
That's why you hate Minecraft too.
Stardew Valley? You're telling me Stardew Valley's a good game? It's made by one guy?
That's trash.
You're telling me Notch is such a god that he has candy in his mansion walls.
Yeah, that's where his brother's buried.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he had a brother.
Yeah, it's Herobrine.
You're telling me you're supposed to be a hero, Brian.
Brian, look out.
You're telling me those games are actually good games?
Impossible.
People, you out there right now actually play Minecraft? You're a loser. Are we done? Am I done rage baiting?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, we're gonna go.
Oh my god! 23 Rogue. Wow. So you know Rogue?
It's a dungeon crawler.
It's like the when people say it's a roguelike, this is it's like this game.
Like death metal.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, the band Death. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I am never going to play this game.
Yes.
I don't see a reason why. I feel like I guess it's up here because of the history, but like.
Yeah, but just because you made the first thing doesn't mean you're the best at the thing.
Yes. I would say this probably should be a little bit lower, but like it's important, but like still.
It's important, but at the same time, when you think of roguelikes, you don't think of the game Rogue.
Right. The Model T was like an incredibly important car, but are you going to put that on the list of best cars of all time? Of course not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So next, I'm ready to go to the next one.
All right. Man, fuck you.
FIFA is number 22 out of every game in the world. You have FIFA on here.
Wow. Oh, this was a voter's choice.
Oh my god. These are the type of people that are actually on Polygon.
Yeah. FIFA fans. Like, Europeans.
FIFA fans. And I like going number 2.
Yeah.
European fans, and I like going number 2. I'm not with them. I'm just saying, is this like before they did the microtransactions, so you have like some kind of, oh, in my mind, this was the peak because it just went downhill from there? And if so, that's not even the best soccer game.
I think
Super Mario Strikers at?
Yeah. I think it's right before the microtransactions. If I'm not wrong.
And it's like, oh, okay, after this, it's like you have to spend $100 just to be even good, and it's like you don't have to. The only people that do that is like my whole content and my job is around FIFA, and that's your fault.
Yes,
that you have to spend hundreds of dollars to keep in the zeitgeist for your content creation. It's not anybody else's fault that you made your whole thing around one specific game instead of just gaming in general.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And so this should not be here. This should not be here.
I'm ashamed to be called a gamer.
Wait, hold on. Why is FIFA great? Let me count the ways. It's a sports game that neatly fits its video game format. Okay. That's the bare minimum. As an academic, I appreciate that it is a game, FIFA, about a game, football. So meta.
That's every game! That's every game about something that is real in real life!
What the fuck is this? FIFA extends my lifelong passion of playing or watching soccer. Okay.
Losers. This is why I hate sports fans. They're all losers. They're all dumb Dugans, losers, playing FIFA and being like, it's the best game of all. You sat there and looked at yourself in the mirror and said, yes, the 22nd best game of all time is FIFA. And if I could, I would have put it higher. Fuck you.
Yeah. Unlike its older U.S. football cousin, the Madden series, it's easy to get into. That's a straw man. What does Madden have to do with this? We're talking about FIFA. How can you build yourself up without taking others down?
Right. What are we doing?
European.
I like soccer. I don't like football. Where did anybody say anything about football?
Yeah.
Unless next it's Madden 08, which honestly would be pretty valid. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, and Europeans. Like, what? Okay, what? Why does that make it great? Whatever. Who cares? Super Mario Bros. I mean, Super Mario Bros. Is definitely better than FIFA 12, but it's not better than Metal Gear Solid.
It's not better than New Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, I agree.
That was honestly the peak of the 2D platformers, was New Super Mario. You can argue, because you can make stuff like Super Mario Maker 2 or something, but it's New Super Mario Bros. Was the pinnacle of 2D platformers. It's not better than, would you say New Super Mario Bros. Or the original Super Mario Bros. Is better than Metal Gear Solid?
Absolutely not. Because it's like, but we're like comparing apples to oranges. Like, they're both fruit, but like, one of them is like trying to push the boundaries of like gaming and be so cinematic and like think about like how you approach games differently, and the other one is like almost as basic as you can get in terms of like what we think of games now,
Yes. People that are trying to get their college degree are making Super Mario Bros. For a project.
Yes.
And it's like, I understand it was the first time you're doing something like this, but again, just because of that, we've gone so far away that you get your flowers in the higher numbers, but that doesn't mean you make it towards the lower numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't make it like, oh, Super Mario Bros. Is number one because it started platform. Like, get out of here, bro.
Yeah. These websites have such a hard on, and this is just like media in general. They have such a hard on for like respecting the classics, and like that puts them above everything else, like to try and feign some validity to like anything that they say, like, oh, we get it, we know how important this stuff is, and it's like I understand, like, to a degree, yes, this deserves a lot of respect and a lot of acknowledgement. But if you give me a choice to play almost any other game, I'm probably going to. I've played enough Super Mario Bros. I'm not going to keep playing that till the day I die.
Yeah, you're not gonna go home if they went home after this and someone handed them a choice between playing Pac-Man or playing Breath of the Wild. It's a no-brainer what they're gonna pick.
Yeah, obviously. So
this, what are we doing here?
This is what is it, like like love coping or love baiting?
Yeah, they're like I don't know, farming for compliments.
Yeah.
Because of like we respect the classics, and it's like nobody cares if you respect the classics. This ain't Reddit. You're not just gonna say something and then some random person's gonna be like, you didn't say this, so I'm gonna assume that you hate this.
Right.
And it's like, no, bro, you're making a list. People are gonna hate it one way or another. You don't have to like throw like a hey. We have we have validity in what we're saying. Because look, we put Super Mario high up.
Yeah,
we put Rogue high up.
Yeah,
they basically invented the genres. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Hey guys, I just watched Citizen Kane, and oh my god, it's such a great movie. Shut the fuck up. Okay, number 20, A Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. You know what? I'm not upset with this one, because I've recently played like here and there throughout most of it for the second time, and it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid.
My problem with A Link to the Past is they made a Legend of Zelda game and just decided for the gameplay, let's make it a point-and-click adventure.
Wait a minute.
Let's just gather things that you have to hold on to talk to this other person that needs something else, so you can get something, so you can talk to another person and give them something.
I mean, yeah, but that's kind of. I mean, at this point, that's kind of Zelda.
Honestly, with how revolutionary, I understand, but I feel like the big seller for like the Game Boy Color, and how much Oracle of Seasons
I knew it
hit people.
I
feel like would be higher than A Link to the Past, honestly, in my opinion.
You know what? I agree with you, but I think they're probably still coming from that perspective of like, oh, this is the one that started it all. I
mean, I guess because like, the first Zelda you play most of the time becomes your favorite Zelda.
Yes.
And they're all kind of vastly different.
Yeah.
But like, I just think when it comes to gameplay loop and gimmick and all of that stuff, what does A Link to the Past really bring to the table that other Legend of Zeldas didn't do better?
I mean, there's the Dark World, but they did do that in Link Between Worlds. But the Link Between Worlds is really just like a huge nod to A Link to the Past. So
yeah.
That I would say that's probably the main thing. But because like that's its game's gimmick. But I mean, yeah, but it really is. Yeah, it's like the new blueprint for what the Zelda games are supposed to be going forward. So
it deserves to be 20th of all time.
No, I would say it deserves to be in the 40s.
I would say, like, if I don't see other Legend of Zeldas higher on this list, I'm going to be pissed.
There will be. There's going to be at least two more. I'm going to say that.
I would much rather play Minish Cap than A Link to the Past. Yeah. And that might be a hot take.
I think that is a hot take.
I would much rather play Minish Cap than A Link to the Past.
Wow. Damn, I haven't played much of Minish Cap. But,
I fucking love Minish Cap.
I know it's good, but yeah, I haven't had time. But see, okay, before we move on, I think it's disgusting and downright dirty to, like, we're this high in the list and you're gonna add more games from the series. I think that's bullshit and that's just filler.
I genuinely, you get maybe 1 or 2 from the same series, and that's it.
Yeah.
You decide what the best Legend of Zelda is, and then maybe the runner-up, and you can add those to the list where they deserve to be. But if we get to 5 through 1 and it's all Legend of Zelda, what are we doing here?
Yeah, yeah. Like, when you're saying, like, this belongs in the list, you're essentially saying it's the best one out of the series. That's why I'm picking it, you know?
Yes. And I would wholeheartedly disagree that Link to the Past is the best Legend of Zelda of all time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, number 9.
I can name 10 of them better.
Yeah.
I can name 10 better Legend of Zeldas than Link to the Past. Anyways, let's go.
Number 19. Number 19. Yeah.
I think Civilization should be higher. I think Civilization, genuinely, I would go for 3 over Civilization 2. But I did play a lot of Civilization 2.
Really?
Civilization, maybe because of my bias,
Right.
I would definitely put it in top 15 at least.
Really?
I would move it just a little bit up.
I've played a lot of Civ 5, some of Civ 6, or a lot of Civ 6. Yeah. I played some of 4.
Okay.
And maybe like a smidge of 3, but I never played 2.
3 is a banger. 2 is, 2 is kind of like, it's really hard with that kind of real-time strategy where it's like trying to keep it down to earth and stuff like that with all of these things going around. A lot of times when you look at them, any game in that series, you're like, that's too much. I'm not playing that. But Civilization is the pinnacle of that game series, and I feel like Civilization 2 did with Civilization 1 like Fallout did to Fallout 2.
Really?
So it definitely expanded it enough, but at a certain point, you can only refine it enough. And I'm fine with them refining it, like with Revolution, simple. Yeah,
that's a good game.
Simplifying it a little bit.
Yeah,
or like Civilization 3, just refining it just a little bit more. But the leap between 1 and 2 cannot be ignored. I would say it's fairly around where it should be. If we were talking about Civilization 3, I just spent more time with 3. I would maybe put that in top 15, maybe at 15, where it is. But I don't know. It's pretty base to be on this list at all. To be in general, is all I'm saying.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess that's a point for this list. But I don't really have much to say because I haven't played 2. So
okay.
But I do like Civilization, so I could see one of them being up higher in the list, given it's how huge it is.
You love Civilization?
Oh no! I would
no. Bing bong, I'm happy in the jungle. I refuse to go.
I was right there. I was right. I knew it. I knew it was gonna come out. Okay, number 18, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
That's pretty based.
Yeah.
Is it the best Castlevania? It's the most recognizable Castlevania.
Right.
Everybody knows Symphony of the Night.
Yeah. Alucard is pretty cool. But I don't know. Maybe this is just me. But I've struggled to get into Symphony of the Night. The first time I played it, I got maybe like a quarter of the way through, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And then the second time I got a little further, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting like I'm far enough. The gameplay loop has presented itself, and I'm enjoying that. But I don't know, it never really grabbed me. But then again, I haven't. The only time I've ever really been grabbed by a Metroidvania, is like Metroid Prime or like Zero Mission. I haven't gotten into much others besides that, but it is an important game because it's like the first Castlevania game to introduce this format,
Yeah, I think a lot of these picks are like they had a game, and then they came out with a game in this series where it was like, now this is what we're known for in this game series, and that's why it's on the list, because that's not the, I wouldn't say that's the best Castlevania game.
I wouldn't either.
But it is where they were like, okay, now we got the formula. This is now the base.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about Castlevania, you're not talking about Castlevania 1 or 2. You know what I mean? We're not talking about those. You talk about Symphony of the Night, and then that's the blueprint for the rest of the Castlevania games. And I feel like that is a little disingenuous when you talk about what game out of the series should be here.
I agree, because they're so different. I will say, I think Castlevania 4 and Rondo of Blood do deserve some level of like discussion. Because Rondo of Blood, I've played a good amount of that, and that game it's really hard, but it's awesome.
I feel like for people, you either go one of two ways. You either go into Castlevania or you go into Devil May Cry. Those are the two type of people.
Yeah, I went into Devil May Cry.
I know that. That. You definitely went there. Eating pizza and shooting guns.
Yeah, he does 3 backflips and says "Wahoo!" and then like the boss is just pissed. They just want to smash his shit in. It's amazing. But they say here it also happened to have one of the most polished, explorable worlds ever seen in a game. That is a huge statement, and I very much disagree with that. I think that's bullshit.
The most polished, explorable world in a 2D platformer is insane.
Yeah.
It's literally insane to say.
Any world is explorable. Yeah, how, like, to what degree is one more explorable than another? Like, it's just bigger?
Yeah, if that's the case, then boom, you can say that it's just Elden Ring.
Yeah, boom.
Something like that, like it's just big as hell.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
What's going on?
Stop bringing up Parappa the Rapper 2! This is like the 5th time you brought up Parappa the Rapper 2! Alright, what's
Anyways, next? Number 17. Oh, we got Portal! I would say Portal 2 belongs here.
I don't care. I know this is a hot take. I'm gonna come out and say it. I don't care about Portal. I don't care about the humor. I don't care about the gameplay. It's cool. And at least Portal 2, like, yeah, you can play with like your friends and stuff and you know, all that, but out of all of them, if Portal's on here and Team Fortress 2 isn't on here, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yes, I agree. I cared about Portal 15 years ago.
So why do people still care about GLaDOS? I was doing the greatest villains thing or whatever, and every time I looked up villains, no one will shut the hell up about GLaDOS, and I'm like, that was 15 years ago. We're still talking about GLaDOS 15 years later. I mean, I guess that's a testament to, but like,
yeah,
give it a rest. You're all just regurgitating the same thing about these people. The same people that will be like, GLaDOS is like the best villain, will turn around and say Handsome Jack is amazing.
Right, absolutely.
And I'm like, I don't want to listen to you anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like what made it so poignant and stand out so much is that there's the first game and it didn't overstay its welcome, and it had such a unique like style. It felt like you're watching the movie Cube, but you're playing it.
That's not a good movie.
It's not. But like conceptually, and then Portal 2 came out and it was like the best way they could have made a sequel, and then they just stopped. They just didn't make any more. Yeah. I think that kind of it sets a precedent. And
there's nothing wrong with the games.
Yeah.
I just feel like it gets overglazed.
I agree.
Like how people won't shut the fuck up about Voss from Far Cry 2 or whatever, or 3.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, we're in like Far Cry 10 right now. Yeah. Can you let it go, my brother?
I agree. Yeah. I mean, like, it's not that I'm never gonna go back. Maybe in like 15 years, another 15 years, I might go back and play again.
For the time and place that it came out, it hit the perfect mark.
Yeah, yeah.
People over here, the cake is a lie. I get it. You can play Guitar Hero or Rock Band 4, and you can play the GLaDOS "I'm Still Alive" song. I get it. Y'all are nerds. Get that shit the fuck away from me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's as impactful as people make it out to be. Number 16, Super Mario 64.
As 16?
Yeah, it's 16.
Is I feel like it's kind of crazy, bro.
I agree. Would you think it should be higher or lower?
I think it should be a little bit higher. I wouldn't, if we're talking about objectively.
Yeah. Yeah, objectively, yeah.
I'm not saying it's in the top 5. I'm not saying that. But I feel like it objectively, I wouldn't be surprised nor let down if it was in the top 10 or if it was like at least like 12 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be too high, but because I feel like a lot of people will be like, what? That has to be number 2 right behind Ocarina of Time. And it's like, sit down.
Yeah.
Go take your medicine, Gramps. But I wouldn't say it's just as a contrarian. It has to be lower. Like, I think it needs to be just a little bit higher.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I feel like some of the other ones we were talking about before, like, they were the first to do their type of this kind of game, but there was mostly, like, mechanics-based. This one, it's like, this is the first 3D platformer. This is a whole nother level of dimension. And set the standard for that. I think, like, that's much bigger than, like, how, like, you know, you interact with mechanics of a game.
Yeah, being the first roguelike or being the first, you know, scratch and sniff sticker. It's, like, cool. But we invented 3D.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, it's completely changed. I don't know if I find it that fun to play to be up there, but out of respect, I think it should go up there.
It's still a fun game.
Yeah, it's still fun. Obviously, don't get me wrong.
It's just a little bit in your mind of that, like, defiance because of the speedrunning community. It's like, all right, let some shit go, let it die. But, like, even whether you played it on the 64 or that was the first game you played on the DS when it came out, it's still like really good.
Yeah, it's still a good time.
The controls are a little janky at some parts, but you know, it still be hitting. If you're just playing it to play it, to have fun. If you're tryharding it, you know, that's a little different. And I think the internet kind of ruins it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I think it should still at least be up there. If this is here and GoldenEye 007 is higher, I would be like, what the fuck are we doing?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'd like to point out
Smash Bros. This is the quintessential Nintendo 64 game.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to point out, it says here, reinventing how running, jumping, and action worked in 3 dimensions. It invented it. Yeah, like, what?
Number playing fucking Glover before this?
Yeah, right. Number 15. SimCity.
I never played SimCity.
Me neither.
I was more of a roller coaster tycoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have nothing to weigh in on this. I feel like, you know, with Roller Coaster Tycoon, you're still doing the stuff with the park, like paying people fairly and stuff like that, trash management. But SimCity, it's like, I have to be in control of a whole town. It's cool that I can build a town, but then after that, it's like, oh, it's not an efficient town. I'm losing the game. And it's like, I understand back in the day, they would sometimes use SimCity to map out what they're going to do in real towns in real life.
Yeah.
And that's fucking cool.
Yeah. That's wild.
But I would think, I don't know, number 15, I would say this belongs in, like, number 20.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it should be as high. I mean, yeah, it helped, like, create a genre, but, again, how is this better than Mario 64?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure there are people out there like SimCity's my shit, and I understand that. But given the wide breadth of gaming, no.
Yeah, it's the same people that are like, flight simulators are my jam.
Yeah.
And like, is there more of y'all than people that like Super Mario 64?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. You put that down in front of a child, or you know, who's old enough.
Yeah.
Let them figure it out. Oh yeah, here's Sims. This is SimCity, my beloved SimCity. Number 14, Half-Life 2. I disagree. This should be higher. Because the thing, like, I'm one of those people who's played through it with the commentary tracks. And they go into detail about all the little things that you don't even notice as a player that teach you things outside of like how it revolutionized physics in games and AI. I don't know. It's just
I agree. It should be a little bit higher, but also if you're gonna have Half-Life 2 on here, top 25, you have Half-Life and Portal.
I agree.
You gotta give one up.
Yeah.
You got to give one up, like, and I would think as fun as Portal is, Half-Life 2 has a far-reaching, you know, hold on the gaming industry as a whole.
Oh yeah,
especially being one of the foundations of Valve itself.
Yeah, it's
so now if there's more Valve shit on here, I'm like, you're glazing.
Absolutely.
You hop off their dick for a second.
Absolutely. I mean, number 13, StarCraft.
I get it. I've never played StarCraft, but I feel like this is valid.
I would imagine so. I would say maybe like if they're going off the precedent, like, oh, these are games that like revolutionize shit, shouldn't Warcraft like 3 be on here?
I think also there's like iconic. Like for gamers.
Yeah.
And I think World of Warcraft is more for like everybody.
I mean Warcraft 3, not World of Warcraft.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Like the RTS.
Thanks for setting that up.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about World of Warcraft.
No.
We were like talking about Blizzard shit.
No.
I'm like, okay, the Mohawk grenade.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play these games, so
I can't really like. What am I gonna do? Sit here and be like, no, Halo Wars deserves to be there in its place? Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I feel like for the cultural phenomenon that it was in its nicheness back in the like early 2000s, I'll give it to him. I don't know enough about the lore to be like to actually place it.
Yeah, Josh gonna give it to him. He gonna give it to him.
But I just like I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. I'll be like, okay, I'll take your opinion into consideration.
Yeah.
For StarCraft.
Take your word for it. Yeah. StarCraft introduced the idea of diversity, so that's where we can pinpoint this all at.
What?
That's what it says.
I'm sorry?
The idea of diversity to strategy games.
What kind of diversity to strategy games?
I guess different play styles, but I don't know.
Different. All right.
Grand Theft Auto 3. No. No. It's I see it revolutionized. It's the modern Grand Theft Auto, but San Andreas is so much better. You can't, or even 4.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Grand Theft Auto 3 here. I feel like out of everything, it would be San Andreas, or I had more memories and fun time with 4.
Yeah,
but I think that was just the time. Place that I was as growing up. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think Grand Theft Auto San Andreas should be higher.
Yeah.
Should be right there.
It showed how open worlds could work with sandbox gameplay, allowing players to do nearly anything they wanted. Bullshit! Have you played that game? All you do is drive around, beat people up, and shoot people. I can't walk into this place and get a beer. I can't, like... You know what I mean? I can't... what are you talking about?
They did a better job with that in later like entries, because there's still some stuff you can't even do in San Andreas.
Yeah. There's
you can get fat and then you can like get a haircut, but even with Grand Theft Auto 4, I was like, we're talking about early 2000s. Grand Theft Auto 3 came out in what, 2000?
Yeah, 2001. It's right there. Yeah.
And this is still the time frame of like 2005. A Spider-Man game, you can't even walk on the ground. You had to be swinging the whole time.
Yeah.
So don't tell me that their open world was so advanced and open world that you could do whatever the hell you want, like it's fucking Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's stupid. And like even with San Andreas, like there's a lot more you could do, but there was a lot you didn't even know you could do. But there's like barely anything like that in Grand Theft Auto 3. But I guess I know why it's there. But Final Fantasy 6. I
can't speak on this.
I haven't played that much of Final Fantasy 6. I know it's like when people talk about their favorite Final Fantasies, or like the best ones, I should say.
I've heard Final Fantasy 6 is a banger.
It's an
absolute banger. I just never played it.
Yeah, I know some of the reasons why, and I guess I could understand that. I mean, yeah, it does go over like some really heavy topics. It's a fairly serious game, especially out of like all of the Final Fantasies. But yeah, people talk about that one. They talk about 7. They talk about 10.
What's the one where the guy's like in the ocean and he's like, ah!
That's 10. That's 10.
That's 10?
Yeah, 10's my favorite. 10's awesome. It's a really special game.
I've only ever really played Final Fantasy like 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I've beaten 1 and 3. I've played some of 2.
So like I don't have any kind of semblance of like what goes on with 6, 7, 8, 10, Lightning Returns, 14, 13.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
None of them are still connected unless it's like a direct sequel. But 10, I think 10's the best one. It's like also like the most approachable too, which is that's such a hard medium to find. But I mean, I guess this is a fine pick. I can't really say anything against it. So
I played 1, 2, and 3, and then I found Fire Emblem, and then I just didn't look back.
Yeah.
I kind of just stuck with Fire Emblem.
No, that makes sense. This was a voter's choice, yeah. So they picked it.
I'm sure it's based. I'm sure it's based as hell.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not crazy about steampunk. I think that's something that's held me back a little bit, but
the fact that was it steampunk before steampunk was a thing, like it invented steampunk.
I don't know if it invented, like but it was.
Sorry. It's just because you go to conventions and you see like white dudes with like no chin, wearing goggles in a hat,
and a top hat,
like a top hat, and you're like, I never want to talk to that person ever in my life.
You're absolutely right.
And they pull out like a binocular thing. They're like, and they're like looking around. Oh, where's the merch table?
Yeah, and they got like
looking around.
Yeah, and they got like gears on the side of their hat that are just there. They're just gears, and it's like, what is the point? What are you doing? Are you gonna fly and float in your Zeppelin? Shut up,
steampunk shorty.
No. Is that like a cyberpunk shorty?
I think that would change your mind.
Really?
If you ever had a white girl like, oh, I think I want to dress up as steampunk, and you're like, it's the same thing as like furries. You'll be like, there's no way I'm gonna hang out with furries, and if a bad bitch was like, I'll be putting on the fursuit, you're like, for real?
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Don't be lying to me, nigga. Don't lie to me. if you had a bad bitch and she was like, yeah, but I dress up as a furry and I'll let you fuck me in the furry suit. You're folding a meat. You're like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. How many opportunities of something like this would ever come up again?
Yeah.
You folding.
I can't even say anything.
As a certified cat dad, the king of the cat dad, king of the cat boys, you would be up in them guts in 2.7 seconds.
You got me.
That pussy purr.
My red-handed. Look at that red-hand. Anyways,
That's all I'm saying.
Number 10.
Steampunk shorties in a corsage with some gears on it, and you're like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It's got the stars have to align. Let me put it that way.
You would fold immediately.
I'm doubling down. I'm going all in.
All in.
All chips on the table.
Oh, does your gears need extra lubricant?
They're extra solid, yeah.
Yeah,
my metal gears.
Your metal gears are extra solid.
Speaking...
These metal gears are solid. All it needs is a snake. Metal gear?
Super Metroid?
Steampunk. Super Metroid, this is like, I feel like an old person's I feel like in the writer room they needed a good mix of the old heads and new people.
Yeah.
But like based new people, because like Super Metroid isn't even the best Metroid. It isn't even the.
That's a hot take.
It's good. It's good, and I like when they remake shit like Zero Mission and stuff. But
yeah,
I feel like if you're going for it, like if you're like, okay, we're doing Pokemon, and I'm gonna put Pokemon Red on here.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you just put Fire Red?
Yeah.
It's the same game but updated better. Why wouldn't you just put the updated better version of it?
Well, here, how about this? Would you, if someone were to put like Ruby and Sapphire, would you say that?
Okay, you got me there. You got me there. Okay,
yeah.
Hold on. You did get me there. Okay. That's fair enough. I retract I'm taking my whole statement back. So, okay, let me switch gears real quick. And I don't know. There's other Metroids that I would think. I understand Super Metroid is like probably peak for its time. Would you say it's better or more peak than like Metroid Prime Echoes?
No. But
that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Number 10 out of all of them. I'm like, oh, okay, there's probably not going to be another Metroid game. I would much rather play Metroid Fusion over Super Metroid any day.
Same,
I love Metroid Fusion. I beat that game like at least 10 times.
Damn. I mean, I haven't played... I've played some of Super Metroid, and, like, it's fun. I enjoy it. I got... you get far enough in where, like, you get the gameplay loop and everything. But I would still much rather play even Metroid Prime 1...
it's the best 2D like Super Nintendo-ish Super Metroid, but that doesn't make it the best even for gameplay loop.
Yeah.
I would say like anything on the Game Boy or anything like that, or just I wouldn't say Metroid Prime, but I would say like Prime 2 Echoes would be the peak of the Prime series. I would say one of those is definitely better than it etches it. I'm not saying it's like elite.
Yeah. It's just comparatively speaking, because they're all great games.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate for that, but whatever.
What are they saying? Package includes a beautiful game full of immersive detail. That's a beautiful game.
Immense detail.
That's a beautiful game. to you?
That honestly, the graphics were a reason why I didn't play it for the longest time.
Yeah, what is that, like barely 8-bit? That's 16-bit.
16-bit, yeah.
Yeah, like that's beautiful to you. There's more beautiful Metroids out there.
And even then, I think it's a meaningful arsenal of weapons and tools. What the fuck does that mean? I know what you're trying to say, like they all have a use, but like you can say that about any other Metroid game. You know? Yeah. So whatever. All right, we're in the top 10. We're in the top 10 now.
Top 10. So number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9?
Oh, this was a voter's choice. Yeah, we're screwed.
Oh, yeah, so people are going to be mad as hell, but I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. It's a good game. It is a great game.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It really is.
If there's not going to be another Metroid in the top 10, I would go for Prime 2 Echoes.
Maybe it's just the era we grew up in, you know?
Maybe.
I don't know. But oh, okay, wait, hold on. We got a quote here. After all these years, Super Metroid has stuck with me. There are plenty of reasons why. The super detailed environments, the massive boss fights, the unforgettable soundtrack, those all probably played a role. But the real reason it has dug its way into my heart and stayed there for over 20 years is the ending.
Damn, you old fuck.
Yeah. I can't, there's specifically the twist in the final boss fight. I can't bring myself to ruin it for other people. But that moment perfectly opened the door to the potential of video games. That video games could make me feel something more than just the satisfaction of being good at the game. That I could feel emotionally moved or attached to pixels on a screen. I'll never forget. Is he talking about those fucking animals?
Is this like the first game he's ever played in his life?
That's kind of what it sounds like.
You didn't know a video game could be immersive and tell a story and actually impact your emotions? Are you stupid? Or is this the first game? Like, did you play a shitload of games that had stories and you're just like, I don't know what they're yapping about. Let me just play the gameplay loop. And then you play this and you're like, wait a minute. Games could have... what are we doing here? Or this is the first game you played, and that's your bias.
Yeah, he says over 20 years, so this was probably when it came out, you know? Yeah. And, you know, Chrono Trigger was probably out by then, just saying, you know? Any of the other Final Fantasies were out by then, but I understand. Not everyone can play all the games, especially when you're a kid, you know?
Nigga didn't even play Earthbound.
Oh, yeah.
You're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, yeah, I didn't even know that there's good... Like, imagine when he found concept albums as a thing. That must have blew his fucking mind.
Oh! But, alright. Well, thank you, Russ. I appreciate that.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Russ.
Alright.
Street Fighter 2, honestly...
fuck you! I'm sorry.
Street Fighter 2, honestly... makes sense.
That, yeah.
Especially like knowing the history of fighting games and what was going on with Street Fighter 2, and they were waiting for Street Fighter 3, and then the Street Fighter Alpha came out, and then all the stuff that was happening around that era when it was happening and the community that happened with it. Honestly, Street Fighter 2 was the peak of fighting game, and we'll never have that peak ever again. But would I put it there? Probably. I'm not a big Street Fighter person, but I understand how big the arcade phenomenon was behind the Street Fighter 2 community, waiting for Street Fighter Alpha to come out.
I understand that as well. And by the way, that fuck you was aimed at Street Fighter 2.
At Russ. Oh, that was at Russ.
No.
You were with me.
No.
Oh man. Okay, so you're like fuck Street Fighter, huh?
I mean, not as a whole. I like some Street Fighter stuff, but not a lot. I have Street Fighter 2 on my Super Nintendo. And every now and then, because I only have so many 2-player Super Nintendo games, if I'm breaking out my Super Nintendo, I'm probably going to play this at least for a minute with someone. And every time I've played it, I have had a bad time.
I would not say I want to play Street Fighter 2. I would say that we have moved past Street Fighter 2 in a lot of ways. It's not even my type of fighting game.
No.
But just the cultural impact of, we wouldn't have the fighting game community at all as a whole without Street Fighter 2 and how big it was in arcades. You can probably argue like, Mortal Kombat deserves to be here, but Mortal Kombat did more for like, you know, the rating system and the normies that are like, I just want blood and I like playing Doom. But like for the genuine fighting game community, I understand Street Fighter 2 being on here.
I guess. I mean, I would say Mortal Kombat definitely has a place in that as well. But yeah, I don't know. There's never been a point in my life where I've played Street Fighter 2 and went, man, I'm having fun. You know?
I feel the same way. There's never been a time I've played any Street Fighter and have been like, this is my shit, or I like playing this at all. Yeah. I don't like Street Fighter at all. But if something is going to be this high up solely because of the movement that happened and the renaissance that has happened in a whole genre of a video game, I feel like Street Fighter 2 should be up here. I feel like it's okay to be like 10 or 9. You can maybe put it lower if you want to put it at like the 15 or something. But I understand why it's this high, and I feel like I don't know. Maybe just because I know enough about the history and stuff like that it's like, okay, I understand this pick. But and it's a voter's choice if you go down a little bit. You know, people picked it. But I understand. I don't like Street Fighter, and I never will. It's never going to be my bag. I'm never going to want to play it. But
yeah, absolutely. What's the... Oh, okay. I personally, I would put it down a little further and like somewhere from like 10 to 20. Okay. Just because the game. But that's just me. But so, yeah, I understand.
But as you see what they say up there, it says with the year, it says arcade. So I feel like they're talking. I would never talk about a fighting game like it.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you mean.
On a console, it's on the SNES. I mean, there's so much lagging issues with that game itself. Yeah. On the NES, and things like that. The only time fighting games kind of got caught up was like GameCube, PlayStation 2 era. Or else you were like, even Virtua Fighter. It's like, oh, this is the first time it's a 3D fighter, but it's not fun to play. Yeah, it's not fun to play because it's so laggy, and with something that's that input specific, you're not going to have a good time. Yeah. I mean, they do bank on the Super Nintendo thing a little bit here in their justification, but yeah, and if we're just talking about the arcade, I understand. Because that's a whole nother experience anyway. Yeah. Okay, all right. What's number 8? Oh wait, no. Hold on. Oh, we got this. As a bunch of people who blah blah blah, the competition blah blah blah. Okay, precise the controls felt, and how well the special moves played off of. Again, that's what I feel like they're talking about. The arcade. Yeah. And honestly, it's like one of the biggest ones of special moves. Like when you play like other older fighter games, and that's why it was so crazy when Alpha came out, because they added more special moves to people. They gave like Z triggers to like people, and when you play like old Mortal Kombat, you only have the finishers. Right. You don't have like the special moves like with a gauge bar and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I literally don't know anything about Alpha, so I know it's got some great music. That's it. But yeah, that makes sense. Number 8, Minecraft.
Okay, I feel like at this point, and I've played Minecraft maybe 5 or 6 times in my life. I feel like at this point, Minecraft should be in the top 5.
I agree. It's the unending game. Like before Roblox, before like the Fortnite creator stuff, whatever, people were doing that stuff with Minecraft,
Yeah.
and that's not even considering like the core game itself. It's just like anyone of any age can play it and get into it and like not only like have a game to play, but also have a means of expression in some way.
Yeah, I feel like with this game being even existing, some things shouldn't even exist anymore. Some things like, people build their like actual real life in Minecraft, like towns and shit, like actually how it is on the on Earth. They use it for a lot of educational purposes and things.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a whole library in Minecraft that has like real world, uncensored real world like books and stuff from like throughout history that is just open for anyone to go and just consume the knowledge, and that would not be possible otherwise.
Yeah, there's legitimately like the fun that you had as a kid playing with Legos with your imagination times 10 for a video game that never gets boring.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, like, I think it should be in the top 5, like 1000%.
Yeah, I completely agree. This is the top, everything after this is probably going to be like some BS. Yeah. So, all right, here we go.
Don't mine at night. Actually, you're supposed to mine at night because all the mobs spawn.
Yeah, exactly. Top. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Anyways, go.
Number 7, we got Wow, World of Snorecraft.
Yeah, I'm good on that, dog. I'm good on that. I understand people be getting married in the game and Leroy Jenkins and stuff. I tried to play it. I tried to play World of Warcraft. I'll tell you this right now. Especially with it being like you had to actually pay money, and I was a kid, so it's like I don't. With all the shit talk that I have had with my experience, I would much rather play RuneScape than World of Warcraft any day.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. And like I really only think if World of Warcraft were to be this high up on the list, you have to only be talking about original WoW and like maybe like the first 2 or 3 expansions, because that's what made the game so big. That's what like the way things were structured. You couldn't do some quests by yourself. You needed to go to towns and like talk to real people to where they could point you in the right direction, or you could get like a squad to go tackle this dungeon or whatever. There was no hand holding, or at least minimal hand holding, and like it was sincerely like a virtual world that you had to like find your way in.
Yeah.
And now like ever since like what is it, like after like Mist of Pandaria and stuff, it just like turns into it's become every other MMO where it's like extra currencies, premium package, blah blah blah, and it's all like you can do it all by yourself. So it's like why I would say Final Fantasy 14 would belong here if we're gonna put like as a whole any MMO. But
I don't know about that, but because I legitimately don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like World of Warcraft deserves to be on the list, just not 7.
Absolutely. I would say put this down in like, again, like the 10 to 20, something like that.
Yeah. Top 10? No, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Oh, this is a voters. All right.
Losers.
Do that.
I don't want to hear what this nigga got to say. Jax, go fuck yourself. All right, let's go.
All right.
Yeah, he's talking about the launch of it in late 2004. So he's talking about the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning's completely different.
if you're talking about the beginning of it, if you're talking about a game, it doesn't matter if the beginning's good. You got to talk about it as a whole.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem with live service games like that, where it's like, okay, they could shit the bed for 10 years after the fact. I'm not going to hold on to how great it was in the beginning, because it's not that anymore.
Right.
Mrs. Pac-Man being on this list is atrocious.
Bullshit. This makes me so angry. I don't even know what to say. I am so fucking pissed. Pac-Man. This is just Pac-Man with a cute bow and a mole. Okay?
I like the beauty mark, by the way.
I mean, yeah. It's a smart thing.
Mrs. Pac-Man is honestly top, 10 waifus, but, continue. She got those balls like a pro.
But, this is bullshit. This is, I don't know. This is literally, old man.
Mrs. Pac-Man. I understand Mrs. Pac-Man being a better version of Pac-Man.
Yes.
But if we're doing anything about especially legacy picks, it should be Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And it should be lower on the list.
Yeah. You're
telling me you'd rather play Mrs. Pac-Man over all the games before it.
Right, exactly. You'd rather play Mrs. Pac-Man than Minecraft. This is better than Minecraft. Are you kidding me?
If I had a bunch of kids and be like, hey, come over to this arcade. This game's better than Minecraft, and they're just playing Mrs. Pac-Man, they'd be like, shut up, old man.
Yeah. There's nothing redeeming about this. Okay, very little. This is a trash pick.
Watch number 5 is Dig Dug. All right, let's go.
All right. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. This is a little based.
It's a little based. Personally, I grew up with Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
So,
but
I was like, damn, nigga, I'm Ash Ketchum. I got Pikachu.
Yeah. But I feel like the nostalgia baity, oh guys, we're with you kind of pick, the pandering pick would be to pick I messed up. It's the same thing.
Yeah, the pandering pick would be red and blue.
It would be.
I would think, the best format of Pokemon Red and Blue is
yellow.
Is yellow, and then I would take it a step further that, silver and gold and crystal is better than red and blue.
Absolutely, I completely agree. If I were to put one here, I would put crystal, because it's before Gen 3 where they added a bunch of stuff, so it's still fairly pure to the original image or the idea of Pokemon, but it just has more,
Yes, I understand, the balancing of the gyms weren't the best in Crystal and all that, but I would think with the amount of, we're not talking about trying to min-max your team and all this BS. You're a kid, you're playing this. Crystal and would be better than red and blue, and then I'm trying to leave my bias out because personally mine is Ruby and Sapphire or something like that. Or if we're going with story and shit, I would automatically put Black and White in there, especially with the Sea Gear and all of the stuff that they did with that. But and I know most people would go for Platinum, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is pandering.
Pokemon definitely deserves to be in top 5, but I wouldn't put red and blue.
Yeah, you'd put this at number 5, really?
I'd put Fat Pikachu at number 1.
Exactly.
I love Fat Pikachu.
Exactly. Allegra Frank. Her name is Allegra.
She's a part of the or he is a part of the dynasty, the Allegra dynasty.
Yeah, the next heir.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all right. Whatever. This is better than the FIFA one.
Honestly, it was the only reason to have a Game Boy. Even when you go back, it's like Tetris and Pokemon, and then that's it. Everything else is like, what are you playing? Little Nicky on the Game Boy Color? No, we're not doing that shit.
Link's Awakening's pretty good, but you know.
all right.
No, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. Number 4 is Doom.
I feel like Doom should be higher. I'm sorry.
You mean like lower in the list?
Yeah, I think it should be number 2.
Oh, you know what? For a second there, I was like, oh no, my heart dropped. But no, you're right there with me. No, absolutely.
Yeah, I think the even to this day, the impact of the original Doom. I'm assuming it's the original Doom.
Yeah.
Unheard of. There will be never anything that would touch Doom.
No. When
it comes to everything like that you could think of to score a game for.
Yeah, and even then, like, you know, it's a 3D game in a 2D game. So like, even whatever barrier there is between, like, you know, I don't like playing 2D games because, you know, I like playing 3D games or whatever, or the opposite, it's right there in the middle. It's literally the best of both worlds. And the gameplay, like, you can take it all the way down to so like it's manageable and easy. You can crank it all the way up, and it scales. It's just it is incredibly fun, and especially Doom 1 over Doom 2. I would agree with that.
I'm personally a loser, and so I prefer to play Wolfenstein over Doom.
Yeah, right.
But that does not ever take away with the impact of niggas is still trying to play Doom on potatoes to this day. Like, it's like no contest.
Yeah.
If not, it should be probably number 1.
Yeah.
But I want to save a number 1. I can never really like pick a number 1.
Yeah.
But it should at least be in the top 3.
Absolutely.
It's Doom.
Absolutely. And like this is one of the ones I will and have gone out of my way to play it, just like as an adult, and I probably will again, and that's a threat. So, all right, number 3.
Number 3 is Quake.
The
original Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, get
the hell out of here.
That's ridiculous. Get
out of here. I don't even want to talk about this.
You don't?
For trying to pander and be like, oh, the original Legend of Zelda is the best because of how this guy, he was like looking through caves in his life, and he was like, I'm gonna make a game, and you don't really know what to do. You just gotta figure it out, Queen. Fuck you. Fuck you for putting a Legend of Zelda as number 3. You could have picked any other Zelda game, and I would have been fine with it.
Honestly, like even Ocarina of Time.
Any other one, you could have put Ocarina. I'd be like, okay, valid. You know, we love Majora's Mask more. You could have put Breath of the Wild. That's still pretty valid.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? But the original Legend of Zelda, man. Go fuck yourself. Who is sitting down to actually play that shit now?
This was made by someone who sat down and like they mapped out everything with like pen and paper when they were like in their late 20s, and they're like, oh, this is crazy. I've never had to do something like this. And that's it. Like,
now I want to say one thing. We have 2 more to go, and I haven't seen never mention of Fallout. So
I don't think it's there.
What number 2 and 1 is?
I don't think it's there. I think out of anything, they'd probably put Wasteland up here than Fallout.
Okay.
Given how this has gone, I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry, but this is trash.
Get that shit out of my face.
Number two.
The original Legend of Zelda. Okay, Super Mario Bros. 3 is based.
Yeah, Super Mario 3 is awesome.
It is. I was talking about New Super Mario Bros. About the Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the best Super Mario Bros. It's. No notes. That's this. This deserves to be here. But you're gonna say Legend of Zelda is better than Doom?
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's straight up and better than Minecraft. And like,
yeah,
like what? What? That no. Yeah, Mario Bros. 3, great pick. Yeah,
it's a phenomenal pick. It's a classic.
At least I love Mario World, but I would have been kind of miffed if they put Mario World here instead. Just it's not the same. That's always like the debate between like which one's the best.
I was a grown man, and I played Mario Bros. 3, and I was blown away.
Yeah, man.
I was having a great time.
Yeah. And on the NES too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, all right. Number 1. What do you think number 1 is? What do you?
Honestly, I don't know. Halo 3.
If this was a cool list, then yeah.
I don't know what they would, because we didn't. It's not like we went through all 500. We started at 25. So
right.
It's like,
right.
Okay, I don't know. Honestly, Grand Theft Auto 5 for losers. Won't let it die.
I haven't looked at this before this, by the way, so I don't know, but I'm gonna say Tetris because we haven't seen Tetris. We're in the top 25.
No! Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's 100% Tetris.
Absolutely.
Tetris. They're track record. They're fucking Tetris. Jesus Christ! All right, let's see it. God damn it! God damn!
What the fuck? What was even the point of this? What was even the point?
Let this shit go, bro. And then they always be like, it's the most sold game, and then they just count every single version of Tetris that's ever been sold as one.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you.
And like, also, sales figures does not equate to whether a game is really amazing, you know?
And also, the first Tetris, you couldn't store blocks.
Yeah. This
one, you could not store blocks.
And,
so get the fuck out of here.
And no one knows that because they're not playing the fucking game. They're going playing like Tetris World or something or whatever, you know? Like no one is going back and playing the original Tetris now, but they're like, oh, it's Tetris. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Oh, they sit down when they're shitting and play it on their phone for 5 minutes and go, man, that was a game. You know, it's like, what is going on? It's fun. I love Tetris, all right? I really love it. I used to think I was really good, and then I sat down and played with like a dude at a cabinet, and he whooped my ass.
Yeah. No, I've never been that good. Even when it was like Dr. Eggman's Mean Bean Machine.
No, God, yeah. I mean, I don't fuck with Puyo. I'm so bad at that.
Puyo Tetris combined is actually pretty fun if you ever want to play it.
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it, and that
doing both at the same time.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun. But the original Tetris, it's not even close. It's the only reason to own a Game Boy.
That's right. It's the only reason to own a Game Boy.
But at this point in time, we're so advanced. We got Game Boy Advance at home.
Yeah,
and we can play all of that shit, so we don't need it.
Yeah, we got Nut Outside.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck you doing playing Nut Outside in 1948 when we got better Nut Outside in the early 2000s? Get out of here. When I first originally played, because I have a Game Boy, I have an original Game Boy, and I have Tetris. And guess what? It's not fun. It's boring. Yeah. Everything's green. It's like
it's like playing Game and Watch. You know?
And I have the Game & Watch games.
Yeah. Would you rather play Game & Watch?
It's a little harder of a question.
Okay.
I feel like because of the variety, probably.
Yeah. If I was stuck on a desert island, if you gave me original Game Boy Tetris or the Game & Watch games, I'd pick the Game & Watch games, yeah.
Yeah. You at least have variety.
Mm-hmm. They're fun. They're cute.
Just a Tetris, just get out of here. And the egregiousness of like, you literally cannot store blocks. Everything is green. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
Y'all are just some old chuds that need to get off the internet
Yeah, you need
chuds
and chuds and foids.
I cannot stop saying chud. I don't know why.
An 83 Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Knock it up. Man.
They're saying adventure for the Atari 2600.
Fuck you.
Is better than Silent Hill 2.
That's disgusting. That makes me want to vomit. Doom 2 should be down here.
Doom 2 isn't as good as Doom.
It's all in the level design.